Golden perfection. Golden perfection. Golden perfection. Golden perfection. Golden perfection. A business that brings out the inner beauty in all. You may want the complete package or just a simple makeover. Just remember, there's nothing too big or too small that we at Golden Perfection can't achieve with our services.
Welcome back to Trainer Tony's Loveology. We're just finishing answering the last question where that person was feeling that her partner was not, being there for them. And, just to sum it all up, just wanted to say, I'm just, it takes me off when I continually hear people talking about how they want to make a very emotional, destructive relationship stay together. I can't stand it, and I will not support something like that. I cannot sit here and tell you, Mr. Anonymous or Miss Anonymous, that you should try to work this out, because it sounds like this person is hurting you, and unfortunately, I don't support someone staying with another person who hurts them continuously. It's obviously not the first time. So my best advice to you is do what's best for you, do what's going to make you happy, and just go from there. Just go from there. I can't make a decision for you.
And sometimes it takes, going through that hurt and pain to get over somebody to find your true happiness.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and go into our next question. It's coming from Florida.
I wrote that because I had to take a life story and make it into one paragraph.
It was one of our
pretty much a small synopsis of what I thought the reader, the viewer, was saying to us.
Okay.
So I had to shorten it because it was very, very lengthy.
This one's it's coming from Florida, and it's in response to a question that this person's partner had sent in to us about their relationship, and she wanted to give us her take and her views on what she felt, and she should stay or should she let go, since they have had so many issues as it relates to their children, stealing, mom, moving to Florida, all that. The girl pretty much wrote us her life story from relationship 1 to relationship where she is now. I think it's 6. And again, we appreciate her sending us her point of view,
because it's 2 sides to every story. We only read the film side of the story to you guys on a couple episodes back, and now her partner came and gave us her side of the story, and her side was very detailed. She gave us a great deal of explanations on why they are where they are today, and at the end she pretty much asking us, is it even worth staying and fighting for, or should she just let it go, because it's so much have gone on in such a little time.
I mean, and you guys as viewers, we're obviously not disclosing who she is. But you need to know some of the things that they have gone through, which we were not aware of these situations, as far as this person has risked their career. We'll put it like that. I won't even say what their career is, because I don't want to jeopardize. We don't want to jeopardize them getting into further trouble or whatever. But this person has gone to jail for dealing with issues with her partner. They've had issues with children. The partner's children.
She has no children.
She's had to deal with in-laws, and pretty much financially taking care of everyone. So there has been a heavy burden on this individual, and she feels like she has gotten no help, in addition to all this other extra baggage. And I mean, that's what it is that she has to deal with on a daily basis. So she was fed up, and in the end, she just wanted us to know that she loves her girl, but wonders if she should continue to even try to make this work and fight for it.
You want me to go first?
Go ahead, babe, because I'm in a mood right now.
Okay. Now this is one that I had to read before we came back to start taping, and when I tell you, I read her life story almost in a mini book. It was her life story. And I truly appreciate her opening up, that part of her life to two individuals that she don't even know, and share some really personal things with us that goes far back from when she was young to now when she's an adult, and some of the things she's been through in her personal life and to where she is today. She's actually successful in her career. However, she's feeling a little strained because of the relationship that she's in now. Even though she loved the female that she's with, she does feel strained because of all that they've been through, even with the jail episode, the children episode, the mother moving to Florida with them episode. It's just a whole lot came upon her at one time, and she thought she could handle it. She has given it a try because she's there. But I guess it has gotten to the point now where she's really wondering, is it even worth fighting for anymore, or should she just let it go and they just move on in their separate ways and pretty much just make the best of what's left in their life, for whatever's out there for both of them. Okay, so when I read this, it kind of hit close to home because I was in a long-term 14-year relationship prior to my baby, and it's many times that I knew I should have left and I didn't. I guess we get too comfortable and we get in that little comfort zone of what we're used to, what we're accustomed to, and just maybe it'll get better. This is my take to you, and I've responded to your partner in her side of her story, and I told her how I felt because at that time we had only received one side of the story. Now, based on after I read your side of the story, now I can put both of the stories together. And this is only my opinion and my opinion only. I suggest that you guys part ways and be friends. You have been through hell and back just based on what I've read in this relationship. And I feel like when you're in new relationships, especially the 1 to 2 to 3 years, that to me is the newlywed bliss stages for me. And you should be enjoying your relationship. You shouldn't be really stressing a whole lot. You should be romantically involved a lot. You guys are not even like that. You guys are not even really sexually involved as much because you stress about too many other issues that you have in the household. From the mother, from the children, from your personal issues, from you the only one being the breadwinner, bringing in all the income. Nobody else is helping you out. The little help you get is not enough. It's stressing you out on your job, at home. You don't want to do anything. It's just too much going on. And you're young. You still have a life to live. And you still was able to keep your career after what you went through with the going to jail part. My suggestion, get out while you're ahead. Because I personally feel at this rate, and it's still new, it's only going to get worse. That's just my opinion. And I wholeheartedly read everything that you sent us in that email. And like you said, should you just go ahead and get out while you're ahead? Evidently, that's something that you're feeling inside that you think is best for you. And I think you should definitely take what your gut is telling you and just follow your gut lead. Don't be a fool and don't stay in something that's not going to be healthy. And that's all I can say.
Wow. There's a lot of baggage there. There's a lot, and it's a lot to bounce back from. You've gone through a lot, and it's easier said than done when someone say, I forgive you. You can forgive somebody, but you don't forget.
Yep, it's hard.
And it's not just one issue. You guys have multiple issues. So unless your partner is going to do some kind of 360 magical turnaround, I don't know, and I don't see how you guys are going to get out of this rut.
Yeah.
Not trying to be negative Sam here,
No,
but
want everybody to be happy in their relationships.
You don't sound happy at all. You sound very resentful towards her. I remember reading one part in your email where you say that she now is trying to get a job when you finally have said you had enough. It shouldn't take you saying, forget it, I'm done, for her to want to help you. You stated that you've been asking her to help you and she hasn't been doing her part. So you got to do what's best for you, man, for real. You really do. I know there are children involved and that's always a tough issue, but you can't stay because you want to protect the children. Because a lot of times when you stay to try to protect the children, you really end up hurting them even more.
Yep.
Okay.
And yourself.
So,
and you become more unhappy because you're staying for the wrong reasons.
If you're not happy and you don't see a solution to this problem, and your partner is not willing to help you make those solutions or create, solutions that will help you guys, this is a no-brainer.
You
there's
guys are
none.
better off being friends. You should love her enough to let her go and be
Yeah.
a friend than sit in a relationship and become more unhappy.
Exactly. And you guys are looking to us, talking to us, and we appreciate it. We love it. But you guys, if you do decide to stay, you need to go to counseling.
Oh, a lot.
You need to go to counseling, therapy for couples, for family,
Right.
where the mother-in-law is involved.
Everybody's involved. Everybody's
Everybody
in this relationship
needs
because
to
it's
go to
not just you
counseling.
and her. It's you, her, kids, and a mother. And even if the mom ain't in there anymore, it's you, her, and these kids, and you've had issues with. And I mean, it's going to take a whole lot of healing to get past all of this in order for you guys to move forward.
Right.
Because it's easy to say, like my baby said, I forgive you, I apologize, let's start over, let's move on.
You don't
You
forget.
might be moving on, but you're still carrying that heavy load with you.
Mhm.
And every time you get into a heated discussion, you're going to reflect back on those issues.
Exactly. So let us know what you decide to do.
Please do.
But you send in your question and your comment to us, and all we can do is give you our opinion.
Honest, raw opinions.
And you have to take it from there.
Yeah.
Just like our pastor say, you have to make a decision for you. You
Right.
have to decide that. You are the thinker. We're just opinion people.
Right.
All right, we're going to move on to our next question. It's coming from South Carolina. This is one of your fans from South Carolina. Trey, you said something on it was one of our segments.
Episode 8, segment 3, I believe.
Okay, that made me jump off the chair. LOL. Now, what if your best friend, someone that was there all your life, your ride and die partner, tell you they don't agree with who you're with? You won't consider what they say? Not say break up with them, but just take in and consider what they say. Friends care about your feelings too. Okay, fan from South Carolina. I also know that you're one of my scarf supporters, so I thank you for that. Let me say this to you. I will always respect my friend's opinion, but that doesn't mean I have to take their opinion. On that segment, maybe I didn't get my point across. What I was trying to say is, if I have a person in my space that is continuously negative, where it's affecting my relationship, they must be removed. Now, if they have an opinion on my relationship, you can have all the opinion that you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to listen, and I'm going to be my own person and decide whether or not I'm going to agree or disagree or act or not act on it. Okay? I will always listen, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to agree. That's not the case, sister. And I have great friends that I talk to all the time, and they don't always agree with what I do. I don't always agree with what they do. But we respect each other enough that we will never disrespect each other's partners.
Prime example, I have a really close friend of mine, and her and I was texting the other day, and she was telling me that one of her other good friends is getting married this year, and she thinks that's the biggest mistake that her friend could make. And we both knew that we both said pretty much in the same words that the only thing you can do is be there for her. And even if she's going to make a mistake, let her make that mistake. But when she falls, you just be there to pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all a real friend should do. You should never be negative on nobody's relationship, because what's going on in your personal life may not be peaches and cream either.
Right.
But who's to say? I just feel like when it's a best friend, ride or die, they don't have to approve of who you're with, but they have to respect who you're with.
Exactly.
And that's the most important thing. If they don't have respect for your relationship, then you do need to remove them.
Yeah.
Because it's about your happiness. And I feel like if they're always in your ear being negative about your relationship, that's making you unhappy, because you're thinking, man, this is my best friend talking like this about somebody I love. So you got to think about that part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
They have to respect your feelings and who you're with. They don't have to approve. They don't have to agree, but they must respect who you're with. And that goes back and forth both ways.
Mm-hmm.
If they truly a friend, ride or die, 25 years plus, it doesn't matter. They have to respect your relationship.
Exactly. Because that means they respect who you are as a person.
I mean, that person can be really just downright abusive, not really physically, but abusive to your friend, but you cannot tell them nothing else, no other words that would make them walk away.
Right.
Wait for the time when they decide to walk away, and then you just be there for them.
Yeah. You can all, like my baby said, give your opinions.
Yep.
But just
And
leave
that's
it as
it.
that. You're not there. You're not there to control them. This is not a control video game. Okay. Trey Antonio's Lavage. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.